They're running in the All-American Futurity and
Hi folks, and welcome to the Triple Crown Report from Ruidoso Downs Racetrack. I'm Tim Keithley in the Hall of Fame studios here at Ruidoso Downs. We'll be joined in just a moment by Tom Dawson as we talk about the Rainbow Finals, the Rainbow Futurity, Derby, and Oaks, and a fantastic weekend. Our Triple Crown Report brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency, Granada Farms, Paragon Farms, Kavanaugh Quarter Horses, New Mexico Horse Breeders Association, Lip Chip, Royal Vista Ranch, and the AQHA. Back to talk about Rainbow Weekend when the Triple Crown Report returns.
The American Quarter Horse. They represent a new year, new opportunities, and exciting expectations to be winners. For over 30 years, Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency has insured American quarter horses that include champions and their bloodlines. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency knows that your horse represents a large investment. Ensuring that investment will be the least overall expense an owner has in protecting that investment, whether it's a new foal, a new purchase, or a special runner. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency offers prospective full coverage to protect your investment from the very beginning, while in utero, and when your foals are born. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency can insure them at 24 hours of age. Their family has made supporting the American Quarter Horse a priority. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency is proud to be a Triple Crown Report sponsor. Visit their website at jonesbloodstockinsurance.com for more information.
Back to the Triple Crown Report, brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency. We're joined by Tom Dawson in studio. And Tom, we have a new track record holder for 400 yards.
Yeah, Rainbow Futurity winner Dark Enemy, 19.028. Pretty fast for a 2-year-old.
Here's the $1 Million Rainbow with track announcer Robert Fox.
they're running in the Rainbow Futurity. Train Station V, not the best bake. Ryanari either. Fast break for Dark Enemy, and she's already in front. Dark Enemy, the one that they have to beat. Chased by Wired 440 and One Valiant Love. Dark Enemy, a rocket from the gate, and she is real. Dark Enemy chalks up her second Futurity. This one, the Rainbow Futurity, and she remains undefeated.
Francisco, Dark Enemy never disappointed.
No, you know, she left. We're in there for a long time. It worried me a little bit, but she left in front. I tapped her one time on the left because that's how I've been riding her left-handed. And when I tapped her, I said, "Oh man, she's gone. She's amazing, incredible horse."
And the distance is no problem. What about 440?
Man, I don't know. She just kept on rolling, just kept on going.
You're got to be excited that you picked the right one.
Oh yeah, you know, it's a lot of pressure, but you know, I gotta thanks to God because He's the one deciding everything, and He's the one that does everything. I'm just sitting there trying to look all right.
Francisco Calderon, who had a huge weekend, Tom, wins both the Derby and the Futurity.
And when I talked to him after the race yesterday, I mentioned that there was a lot of activity in the starting gate all around him. He said she stayed focused. When it came time to go, she just left right on the lead and stayed there.
Let's watch the race. And as we get forward towards the All-American, can any racehorse come close to Dark Enemy? This was a 3.5 length win.
Yeah, you know, Dave Appleton made the point on our Cowboy Channel show yesterday before this race that she's done it. We know she can do it. We've seen her do it, but can she do it again? Well, here the answer was a resounding yes, she can do it again. Every horse has to answer that question, though, every time out. So when you come back in a month for the All-American trials, how sharp will she be? Right now, she is. There's nothing can touch her. Nothing can touch her.
Think about all the 400-yard races. Is it unusual for a 2-year-old to have the track record?
I don't know that it's unusual. Most of the time, most racetracks, it will be an older horse that has the record.
It really was impressive, and Dark Enemy, we'll see you next time for the All-American. Let's take to the 3-year-olds on Saturday with the running of the $800,000 Rainbow Derby. Here's Robert with the call.
Set for the 10th. They're running in the Rainbow Derby. Cyber Attack broke sharp from the inside. Sicario V to the outside. Chasing AJ's chasing. Then hooked and gone. And then down at the rail comes Town Peak Senator. Sicario V on the outside. Sicario V, Cyber Attack and chasing AJ. Sicario V, the Hitman, takes down the hacker. Cyber Attack. Sicario V wins clear in the Rainbow Derby.
Francisco, this racehorse has been close so many times. Finally gets it done.
Yeah, thank God that he ran a great race. He left there, he kind of beat the gates open, and I didn't see nobody. He ran a great race.
You didn't see any other horse.
No, I mean, he moved as soon as they were kicking it. It benefited him, though, because he left in front of everybody, and I took advantage of it early, and the last 50 yards, I just kind of let him cruise down through there.
And it is sweet justice for this one having been so close in the All-American.
Yeah, he almost won the All-American, and of course, I started riding him this year. I got the opportunity, and I thank God and everybody that's given me the opportunity. And man, he's just, like I said in an interview, it seems like he's been progressing. The first 2 outs, he kind of hesitated and got a little tired, but this time, these 2 outs past, he's been impressive.
Great job. Congratulations.
Thank you very so much, Mr. Keithley.
Sicario V finally in the winner's circle for a major stakes race, was just a nose away from the All-American last year.
You know, he was the richest maiden in the world at one time, but this was a heavyweight matchup. We had Cyber Attack, the leader of the division, Sicario V, the one he had to beat. He couldn't beat him. Sicario V convincingly wins this Derby.
Watch the replay, and it was all Sicario V. This racehorse has been so strong for so long and finally gets some money in the bank, which was the difference.
Well, he's 4 for 4 this year. Now, both horses broke fine. I mean, there's Cyber Attack where he's supposed to be, chasing AJ right there with him. And, of course, he's a very nice horse in his own right. The further they went, though, the further Sicario V was going to win by. He just powered right on past him and opened up to win it by, a length and a half.
Well, it's really going to be a fantastic All-American when you have he's judge and jury back with Sicario V, Cyber Attack, a number of 3-year-old stars, and that's something to look forward to.
Yes, absolutely. It could very well point to the 3-year-old champion, what happens there.
And then let's talk about the fillies and the $480,000 Rainbow Oaks. Here's Robert.
They're running in the Rainbow Oaks. Fast breaks for Sweet Emmy Lou and Jessin Angel, and also Fearless Moon, Easy Money, and switching to the rail is Cartel Kisses. Wide open, Easy Money, Sweet Emmy Lou. Easy Money's pulling away. Easy Money, Sweet Emmy Lou, then Fearless Moon. Easy Money wins the Rainbow Oaks.
A little bit of an upset, though, but you had a nice horse. This Easy Money continues to improve.
Yes, sir. She's running really good, and today was her lucky day.
Tell us what happened in the starting gate.
You know, we didn't break. She was trying to beat the gates, and she didn't break that good, but thank God I have a space, and I knew that she can finish pretty good. She always does, and today, thank God we had a good space there and good chance, and she did it.
And there was a little bit of a traffic early, and this horse had the bottom to make it happen late.
Yes, sir. You know what? She kind of false break a little bit, and then she wasn't square right, and she didn't live that good. But like I said, she had a good space and a good chance, and she come back pretty good.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Well, jockey Adrian Ramos was excited. 8-1 shot, Easy Money. No surprise to you, Tom. I know you like this horse.
Well, ran fourth in the Ruidoso Derby, 2 lengths behind Cyber Attack and the boys. Didn't break well here, and found a hole to run through and just kept motoring. She's a good filly.
Certainly, and Cartel Kisses had a bad trip. I wonder, some of this 8-1 a winner, Easy Money, had to do with some of these horses that maybe will get a better trip next time.
Well, let's hope everybody gets a good trip. But Easy Money made her own trouble, but she also overcame it.
Certainly did. It was quite a weekend with all of the rainbow 3 grade 1s, Tom, in one weekend. So it was very exciting, and we all look forward to the All-American later in the season. When we come back, there's big news about stud horse, Flying Cowboy 123.
I believe I've seen his name on winners.
Well, he's changing barns, and we'll tell you all about it when the Triple Crown Report returns.
It's the feeling you get when that foal takes his first wobbly steps. The feeling when the gavel drops and you pass the lead. The exhilaration of watching your horse cross the finish line ahead of the pack. It's the highs, the lows, and the hope of racing your next champion. It fuels our passion. At Paragon Farms, horses aren't just our business. They're our way of life. Our yearling prep begins at birth. Each foal is halter broke and led daily. A mutual respect and trust is built right from the start, giving Paragon Farms raised foals a leg up on the competition. We invite you to stop by our shed row during the yearling sales to see what shaping the future of racing looks like at Paragon Farms.
Hey there, horsemen. It's time to revolutionize your barn. Tired of carrying around paperwork? Dealing with long trailer lines? Tired of the hours spent tracking temperatures by hand? The answer is in the Hoof Link system, powered by Lip Chip. Simply implant, scan, and unlock. Each scan reveals everything you need to work, compete, and protect your horses. View current paperwork, pre-register for your next event, and even check in on your horse's health. Lip Chip was built by horsemen for horsemen. We know how you ride. The Hoof Link system combines your breeding records, works, and daily check-ins, all stored safely on your smart device. Our technology is designed and assembled right in Texas. We are family, so we treat you like family. It's time to make life at the barn a little easier. The future is here, and the future is Lip Chip. Let her rip, Lip Chip.
Kavanaugh Quarter Horses is proud to own AQHA champion Uncle D. He won the Grade 1 Rainbow Futurity by daylight.
And Uncle D is spurted clear, and Uncle D trying to run away.
Uncle D was the leading freshman sire of sale yearlings at Heritage Place in January. Through 2024, Uncle D's foals are eligible for the $50,000 smart money incentive to open Grade 1 winners. Champion Uncle D, poised to be a difference maker, standing at Lazy E Ranch.
Back to the Triple Crown Report, brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency, and we're here at the 440 Smokehouse waiting on delicious barbecue for later today. We're watching the workouts in a beautiful morning with Ray and Lainey Whitmire, some good friends from Oklahoma, and I've known you a while, all because of that famous All-American champ that we remember from a couple of years back, Whistle Stop Cafe, Lainey. So let's get the latest. What's going on with Whistle Stop?
She's enjoying retirement. She's just hanging out. She gets bubble baths. She likes her treats.
Wait a minute, you're giving that filly a bubble bath every day?
Well, not every day, but she gets bubble baths. She enjoys all the attention just like she did when she was on the track. I wish more people could spend some time with her. She's very unique.
You know, that was a very fun and exciting time here at the racetrack with Whistle Stop, and I know that's a great memory for you.
Oh, it's amazing. Whistle Stop brought so many wonderful people into our lives, and we just love her. I mean, she owes us absolutely nothing, but we enjoy being involved in her life, and we love playing with her every day and messing with her, and she likes all the attention.
Now, does she have some babies on the ground?
Yes, sir. She's got a favorite cartel stud colt, and he is dark chestnut, and he's got a streak face, a lot of white on him.
Does he look like he can run?
Well, I don't know about that, but he's I hope he can, but he most of all he likes attention, just like his mother, and likes his tail scratched, and will come up to you if you're driving down the ranch road. If he sees a car coming, he wants to come to the fence so he can get petted.
Well, thanks for the update. My goodness, that's a lot. And we have some news to announce this morning. It's the acquisition of Flying Cowboy 123. Ray, what made you decide to purchase this stud horse that a lot of folks are talking about?
Well, we got to watching what the babies were doing, and they are outstanding. This is his first crop on the track, and they're just setting all kinds of records for him. It's that kind of brought the temperature up a little.
Absolutely, and everyone seems to be talking about Flying Cowboy 123, which brings us to the announcement that this stud racehorse is going to the Royal Vista Ranch. And Cole Moorhead joins us, the owner of Royal Vista. This has to be very exciting for you, Cole.
Yeah, it's a very exciting stallion. I mean, he's one of the hottest sires out there right now, leading freshman sire. He's doing unbelievable. So just really exciting to be a part of this horse's story. Getting to know the Whitmires more and more has been outstanding. Great people. So again, just really excited to be a part of it.
Tell us about Royal Vista Ranch.
Well, I purchased the ranch back in 2022 with my wife, so we've owned it a little over a year. And, Laura Erickson's our general manager. She stayed on. She's been involved with the ranch a long time. Just a great resource and asset for us. Marty Powers joined the team and is our director of operations, so he's another great asset. And the list goes on. We've got an outstanding team that's working with these horses, helping our breeders, be successful in the breeding shed. And so, again, we're just really proud of it. Been a lot of fun, and really excited about our stallion roster moving forward.
You also have Apolitical Jess. So will these studs be next door neighbors?
Yeah, I think so. We're building a new stallion barn, and I think it'll make sense to have them kind of in the same area where the breeders come in and take a look at father and son and just two outstanding sires. Two outstanding sires.
So your ranch is near where you all live in Oklahoma, right, Ray?
Yes, sir. We're just about an hour away. That's pretty handy.
And this has to be an exciting time if you own Whistle Stop and Flying Cowboy 123. You're trying to take over the racing industry, Ray?
Well, I'd like to, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm kind of looking forward to a Cowboy baby with the Whistle Stop.
Well, I tell you what, this is exciting news, not only for Royal Vista Ranch, but for quarter horse racing, that the investment that you are bringing forward to have both, and particularly one of the top sires in the land right now, is very exciting, not just for your ranch, but for quarter horse racing.
Yeah, I mean, I think, stories like this is what we need to be out there pushing. Great people buying great horses, owning great horses. Cowboy's a wonderful story. It's just he comes from an outstanding bottom side. He's sired by the greatest sire potentially, to run. It's just a wonderful story, and I think the possibilities are endless for this stud horse. And again, just to be a part of it with the Whitmires, the Royal Vista team is extremely excited. So it's a lot of good stuff to come.
Well, this is going to be hopefully a very successful new venture. And Ray, this Flying Cowboy 123, I'm hoping to see you in the winner's circle a lot of times in the future.
Well, I hope we're going to be there. We're looking forward to it, and that's what makes it all work.
Well, congratulations to you, the Whitmires. And Lainey, I know you're just going to keep hoping that these horses are successful, huh?
Yes, sir. My main goal is to make sure that they have good homes and good careers, and we love our horses. And I've never met a horse I didn't like. So I just really hope that we can bring new babies into this world, and they do great.
Well, congratulations to all of you, and we'll be watching the future for Flying Cowboy 123 and Whistle Stop as well. Appreciate the time. When we come back on the Triple Crown Report, we'll be taking a look at the week ahead, the Zia Futurity and Derby next on the schedule for the coming week when the Triple Crown Report continues.
One Famous Eagle is an all-time top 10 sire in earnings and stakes winners. He is the only stallion since 2012 to sire 3 All-American Futurity winners and 2 world champions. One Famous Eagle is number 3 all-time in average earnings per starter and is one of only 3 sires foaled in this century to reach $36 million in progeny earnings. Put history on your side. One Famous Eagle is now proudly standing at Granada Farms.
New Mexico offers year-round racing for both quarter horses and thoroughbreds at its 5 tracks. The purses and awards pay out $60 million annually. And this year, there'll be $1 million Futurity for New Mexico-bred quarter horses in Albuquerque. Sunland Park offers a $250,000 thoroughbred Derby and Oaks. Breed your mares in New Mexico and buy at the August New Mexico Bred Sale and the Ruidoso Select Sale Labor Day weekend. The smart money says New Mexico is the place to race.
Royal Vista Ranch, committed to providing first-class service in equine reproduction and proudly standing top sires across the quarter horse racing and Western performance horse industries. With a dedicated team, expert leadership, and state-of-the-art facilities, Royal Vista Ranch specializes in mare care, stallion collection and freezing, sales preparation, foaling services, embryo transfer, and more. Located just 35 minutes south of Oklahoma City in Wayne, Oklahoma, and serving clients around the world, Royal Vista Ranch is ready to help you navigate your path to equine breeding success.
Back to the Triple Crown Report, and all the best to owners Ray and Lainey Whitmire of Flying Cowboy 123 and the Royal Vista Ranch. They have to be very happy, and they just take care of their horses just like their Cadillacs.
Well, I tell you what, if you look at the qualifying list for any major Futurity this year, you're going to see a Flying Cowboy, at least one of them, on the list.
All the best to the connections of Flying Cowboy 123. Let's talk about what's happening this weekend at Ruidoso Downs. It's the Zia Festival with about $1 million worth of stakes races for both quarter horses and thoroughbreds. And on Saturday, it's the running of the $205,000 Zia Derby for 3-year-old New Mexico breds. Here's the lineup. It starts with White Knight on the inside at 10-1. Doing Something Good, who was in last year's All-American, is 8-1. Pick Your Poor, one of the favorites in the race, at 5-2 on the morning line. And you see Dash Flash, Cruising for Chicks, Major Game, and the rest of the field in the Derby. Cruising for Chicks was the top qualifier, Tom.
I think there were 3 that came out of this heat as we look at Cruising for Chicks. You know that he was the DQ winner of the Mountaintop Derby back here earlier in the year. He didn't need any help from anybody to set the fastest qualifying time here. As you see, he outbroke the horses around him, which gives him a clear path. One horse lost the rider there, but Cruising for Chicks and Adrian Ramos avoided all of that trouble, doing something good, making a race of it. But Cruising for Chicks was doing just that. He was cruising.
Cruising, but just barely holds off. Doing Something Good from the Fred Danley barn. And that racehorse has been phenomenal, even just making the All-American last season. And then on Sunday, it's the running of the $375,000 Zia Futurity for 2-year-old New Mexico breds. And here's the lineup. Call Me Jesse Cartel starts on the inside with Escar Ramirez aboard. And I think that may be the one to catch.
Well, Call Me Jesse Cartel was second, I believe, in the Mountaintop Futurity. Came back here in this one and set the fastest qualifying time in a heat that has, I believe, 4 qualifiers for the finals.
Let's take a look at that replay. And Call Me Jesse Cartel starts on the inside this coming Sunday afternoon. But having the fastest qualifying time, I think that will sincerely have the folks at the betting windows behind this racehorse.
Last 3 times that he has run, he has been solid and steady. Had a real trouble trip in the New Mexico Spring Futurity at Sunland, but he's been right there with the boys every time since.
Once again, the Zia Festival this weekend with plenty of stakes races for everyone to enjoy. Thanks, Tom, and thanks to our sponsors of the Triple Crown Report: Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency, Granada Farms, Paragon Farms, Kavanaugh Quarter Horses, New Mexico Horse Breeders Association, Lip Chip, Royal Vista Ranch, and the AQHA. Thanks for watching the Triple Crown Report. We'll see you next week.